How would you see the world if you experienced it in my shoes? For years, I've been traveling for work, seeing the world firsthand, but being unable to communicate to others what I see and how I feel. So a few years ago, I decided to teach myself how to film. Armed with a couple of lenses, a microphone, and a semi-professional camera, I began to record my unscripted life. What you are about to see is a slice of my life filmed between March and June of 2016, as lived in my shoes. Yes. Oye, Rizka, do you want to help me make some coffee? This week, I spent 3 days in the capital of the US. Now, I'm spending 3 days in the capital of Saudi Arabia. What am I doing in both places is the same. I am collaborating with people to produce knowledge in the form of academic papers and online tools. This is one of the nicest elevators that I've been to. Very beautifully decorated. I am here with Iyad Rahwan, who also works at MIT, and Lee Jun-san, one of his postdocs.
Yeah, sorry.
How are you doing, sir?
Hey, good, how are you? You
Good.
look destroyed from the trip.
Really?
No.
No. I think I'm okay. I'm tired, but I think I'm okay.
I like your jacket.
Well, thank you.
This is the most formal I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I guess, like not without the leather jacket. This morning, we're meeting with a group of faculty and students from the King Abdulaziz City of Science and Technology, or KACST. KACST is a research center and a research funding agency.
You're still taking photos everywhere. Not please while I'm telling him, till I lose some weight, then you can take.
Take mine if you want.
Well, you've been gaining weight, by the way.
Yes, so I'm fine with that.
Together with the KACST team, we're building analytical tools to understand how countries and cities diversify the product they export, the skills they have, and the research and technology they produce. We started working together with them 8 months ago. This afternoon, we're presenting some of our progress to an audience of influential people. But before that presentation, we need to coordinate our slides and make sure they work. But for the other slides, I have video and then I have to use Keynote.
No, oh my God, that's a problem.
Really?
Yep.
I cannot plug in my computer.
We can figure that out, but it's going to be a pain. We'll see. So this is where we're going to be presenting. Here, please do come in.
Oh, it's kind of like it's like a fucking war room. Let's go out and say it. Yeah.
Okay. Really, we have a format for it.
Okay.
So we use the format.
But then, in some sense, as long as I put slides in that aspect ratio, it should work, no?
Yeah, it works perfectly.
Let's try to get this work.
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's do that.
It had to load the video. Go back and forward to see if it's always going to be like that or if it just is like...
I think you need to try that.
That's your slides.
No, there. It was just loading, yeah. Now it worked fine. Thank you. Not all of the knowledge that we accumulate can be communicated. Because we also have know-how in our society. And know-how is all of that knowledge that we have that cannot be communicated. Okay? So for instance, I could have you meet with a, let's say, professor of computer science at MIT, and he could explain you about different sorting algorithms, and you could understand that and you can acquire that knowledge. But I could have you meet with Messi, or with Neymar, or with Suarez, and you can talk with him for weeks or for months, and I'm sure that all of that repeated acts of communication will not help you play soccer as good again. Okay? As our species accumulate knowledge and know-how, at some point we bump into a certain limit, which is the maximum capacity of knowledge and know-how that a human can accumulate. And I call that a person bias. So in some sense, the problems of the accumulation of knowledge and know-how are the problems of the formation of networks and of the accumulation of knowledge and know-how, not just on individuals, but on networks of individuals.
Cases that shows the potential.
What makes a specific topic in I feel like Brownsville, what it has is a very set of limited
Education. So we have an education initiative. And then understand.
You know, when you look at the research space, it's way more accurate, you know, than the UCSD.
clusters of things. These things can be like skills or abilities or knowledge, information.
Which is also kind of heterogeneous. The problem is that those technologies
How does the network operate?
Good job, guys. Are you happy?
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm done.
So it's now midnight. I didn't end up going to a restaurant. I collapsed and fell asleep just after I did the last video, and now I woke up, you know, because of the jet lag. So basically I have like 7 hours to go until I go for breakfast, and what else you gonna do? You're gonna send emails and do work between now and then. This is my second time in Riyadh. Twice I've been here for work. When you travel for work, you meet people instead of seeing sights. And that's great because you learn from people directly instead of learning about them through media. So what have I learned in my trips to Saudi Arabia? The first lesson, which is obvious but important, is that they are more aware of their own problems than you are. Saudis know that the fact that women cannot drive is an issue. In fact, it is a common topic of conversation. They also understand very well that some of their other restrictions, like the restrictions on alcohol, are considered strange by global standards. But what they understand better than people from the outside is why changing these restrictions is difficult. So the second lesson is that Saudi society is much more complex than what people think. Women cannot drive or share a car with a male friend, but they can hire a male driver or ride with a stranger in Uber. Why? Because different Saudis have different views. So Riyadh is a peculiar place, a city with little crime, but where homes have high walls. But what are these walls protecting? People's privacy. With privacy, they find freedom. Hello. And here, do you wait to be seated or you sit yourself?
لا عطنا شاهي مع الطلب. ايه مع الطلب عطنا شاهي وعطنا لبن. شاهي. It's onion and tomatoes salad. This is what they call gilsan, and this is more of galgal, so it's just like meat sizzling.
And what is the camel meat?
All right.
This big one is the camel meat?
Yes.
Ah, shit, those are big plates.
All right. So that's it. Camel meat with rice.
Lemon. Yeah, that camel meat would have been enough for the three of us already.
Yeah. You know something?
No?
One of his advisor, he was one of Stonebreaker's students.
Oh, okay.
So they are actually, so sometimes it's just maybe a second generation
Yeah.
of Stonebreaker. So they do a lot of these like database stuff. So he always like started companies.
Yeah.
So he started like I think maybe 3 or 4. You know Postgres database?
Postgres?
Yes.
Yeah, Postgres SQL? Yeah, exactly, we use it. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure you use it. So it's a Stonebreaker database. It's actually,
Oh, okay.
the inventor is just like maybe a few blocks away from your office.
Wow. Is it the tour of the house?
Yeah. That's actually the swimming pool.
Okay. But it's very private.
Yes.
Exactly, like it has like high
Yeah.
hours and it's all for privacy, not for security.
Yeah.
So I don't think the neighbors can see you here in
No.
the swimming pool, no?
Yeah.
I have like 3 sinks and then this big living room and then another living room, and you were saying that this is all for just male guests.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there like another part for like female guests?
Yeah, it's usually from the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just please come have a seat.
Thank you.
I will be back in just a bit. Have some tea.
Have some tea? So this is my last day. I now need to make my bag, go to KACST once again, do a little bit more work there. After that, I'm going to the airport, and then there's going to be a 20-hour commute home, and that's how my next week is going to start.
But I believe the booking is still tomorrow.
No, I'm flying today. Yeah,
So just I need your signature.
and I'm gonna charge another card to the room today. So if you can put that in before closing it up,
Okay, what time you need the car for today?
right now.
One of the things that I love about working in Saudi Arabia is that I've got to know people beyond the stereotype. And while everyone is unique, the true experience is discovering that deep inside, there's no difference between working with a young woman from Riyadh or a young man from Massachusetts. At the end of the day, what matters to both of them is for their work to be valued, their ideas listened, and their friendships cherished. Of course, I understand that many people may lack the experiences that made this conclusion evident to me. Then I board a plane, and I'm reminded that people who know each other only from stereotypes live just 6 hours away.
In a bucket.
In the bucket. And this one
In the house.
is a house. And this one,
In the office.
oh, it's gonna get too tall. It's gonna get too tall. It's gonna fall.